My great pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker. We were proud to just confer on her an honorary Doctor of Humanics degree. You've already heard about a number of Dr. Hope's accomplishments. Additionally, she's a research associate at Trinity College Dublin and has had some impressive career stops leading up to her current role, including employment at the World Health Organization. Dr. Hope earned a master's degree and a Doctor of Physical Education from Springfield College. She is one of us. I am proud to present to you Dr. Ann Hope.
Thank you very much, President and the Board of Trustees. Good morning and welcome to all graduates here today and to your families, to distinguished guests and to the wonderful staff of Springfield College. It is a great honour for me to be invited to give the 2015 Graduate Commencement Address. I came to Springfield in September 1984, following in the footsteps of a string of Irish students before me. And from the outset, I felt the humanics philosophy, it felt somewhat familiar to me, although I didn't really study it until I came here. But during my first year in college, I was fortunate to witness the centenary celebrations of Springfield College in 1985. I enjoyed the many events, and in particular, meeting the Springfield alumni from across the globe. It was like a crash course in humanics, and I loved it. I now realize that humanics was already in my DNA, as my parents lived the humanics philosophy. In our small town in the west of Ireland, my parents were active members in so many different ways in leading and serving our local community. My time as a Springfield graduate was the most enriching and rewarding of my own personal journey of self-development. Springfield College, first and foremost, provides a nurturing environment to grow and develop. It provides the academic rigour in my chosen areas of study, which were physical education, health, fitness, wellness, and research, as I am sure it has for you. However, the most important humanics ingredient was a sense of community, in caring, respecting, and helping others. Even the small things. I was so struck by everybody saying hi with a smile, and I wondered, gosh, do I know these people? But it was that inclusiveness that applied to all. I was so inspired, in particular, by the leadership qualities of many of the women professors in the college. While I could mention several, Mimi Burry, Betty Mann, and many others, I would like to acknowledge one in particular, Professor Barbara Jensen, who was my mentor, hero, and tenacious supervisor with her red pens. She has become a lifetime valued friend. I am sure, graduates, that you will also bring with you many wonderful memories of both the staff and people that you met here in Springfield College. So what was it like being an international student in Springfield? Well, my very first day of term in Springfield, I experienced the eureka moment of what being an international student meant. After my first two classes, research methods and statistics, I was ready for an early lunch. I lined up to give my order in the canteen. Brown bread, egg sandwich, please, I said. Then I heard a litany. Would you like it on whole wheat, rye, pumpernickel, etc., honey? I never heard of half of them, and I was unsure of the rest. So I pointed to something that I thought looked like brown bread. That was the moment when I realized I was an international student. No doubt, those of you who are international graduates here today have your own tales of wonderment at American ways. More seriously, though, I cannot imagine a better college in America to be an international student than here in Springfield. The warmth of welcome from the entire college community made the international student experience memorable for us international students. The graduate get-togethers for pizza and beer, the over-the-hill intramural sports teams, the monthly potluck dinners, and even very kind invitations to staff homes for dinner. The Doggett International Centre, headed by Dr. Ken Wall during my time, provided very valuable support, comfort, and space to international students. The special ethos of Springfield College has attracted students from around the world. Today, graduates, once you leave Springfield, you will also become ambassadors for the college. When I returned to Ireland, I missed the Springfield community. I wanted to live the impossible dream, spend my days in Springfield College and my evenings at home with family in Ireland. I missed the energy and sense of unlimited potential that is such a part of the American way. And perhaps it's something you take for granted. That same can-do philosophy has been a magnet for immigrants from around the world in building America and making it their home. This includes many Irish from the west of Ireland who settled here in Springfield. The Carney clan in particular were very good to me during my time and have contributed significantly to building the community in Springfield. William Butler Yeats, a great Irish poet and the first Irishman to receive the Nobel Prize in Literature, said, "Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire." For me, that fire is about leadership, advocating for change even when it's not popular, but is the right thing to do. On my return to Ireland, and together with another Springfield graduate, Maura O'Sullivan-Ryan, we were catalysts for change in advocating for a healthy, active lifestyle approach in schools, colleges, and communities. Some years later, while teaching on Ireland's first Health Promotion Master's programme in the University in Galway, the Department of Health asked me to do a review of literature on the scientific base for effective alcohol policy. To be honest, I knew very little about alcohol policy. But thanks to Springfield College, I did know how to do a good review of literature. And so began a 20-year odyssey. As National Alcohol Policy Advisor to the Department of Health, I had the opportunity to show leadership by advocating for effective change in the field of public health. It's been challenging, and we faced many setbacks along the way, but we did make progress. In fact, just this year, the Irish government, for the first time ever, have brought forward a public health alcohol bill with measures to reduce harm. Although powerful interests continue to oppose these policies, we are determined to ensure that the public health bill will pass. And we take heart from the leadership which Ireland showed in implementing effective tobacco policies. In fact, Ireland was the first country in Europe to have smoke-free pubs. It might seem incredible, but it is actually true. We had the first smoke-free pubs. In my work in public health, I recognized early on some of the key ingredients of successful leadership. These include working with others, understanding the different perspectives around social and policy issues. From my experience, you need to be an active listener. And it is also very important to build alliances across a broad base: governmental, civic society, and community groups. I had the good fortune and opportunity to support the efforts of the World Health Organization in public health alcohol policy at a global level. I have seen at first hand how international leadership can work for the betterment of humanity. The WHO is a specialized agency of the United Nations. It was established in 1948, and the Americas regional headquarters is in Washington, D.C. I would encourage you, graduates, to follow the WHO message in your own work. Think global, act local. In recent years, I have moved into the space of mentoring communities, building advocacy networks, and involvement in international public health research. In doing this type of work, you need to be adaptable, resilient, and passionate about what you do. Looking to the future, your future, our future. In the next 50 years, your world will face many challenges. These include health, food and water security, climate change, regional conflict, and the following migration that follows from that. We are at the end of a long, hot summer of growth in the last century, where America was seen as a world leader. The future is more complex. The way forward for your generation is less certain. In such a climate, your values become your guiding star. I believe that your grounding in the humanics philosophy at Springfield College, the balanced individual in spirit, mind, and body, will equip you well in the years ahead. It can help prepare you to provide leadership in service to others. Whether you are a teacher, a social worker, therapist, or in business, each one of you will have the opportunity in your life to make a difference. It's your choice. It's good to stay connected with the friends that you've made during your time in Springfield. Keep in touch. Your network of friends can be a great source of support and quiet inspiration on your road ahead. Take the opportunities that come your way. They can happen at the most unlikely of times. Also, seek out ways to bring change, whether at home or overseas. You are the people whose value system will help keep our societies together, part of the glue, at a time when communities all over the world are under growing pressure. As the American sociologist Robert Putnam highlighted, one of our greatest challenges is to create social capital which brings community together. The value and spirit of humanics will give you the motivation to invest time and energy in your community, wherever that may be. As the great Indian leader Mahatma Gandhi said, "Be the change that you wish to see in the world." Gandhi also counseled us that whatever you do in life will be insignificant, but it's very important that you do it. It's a real paradox, but it's worth reflecting on. Whatever you do in life will be insignificant, but it's very important that you do it. So, congratulations to all of you. Well done on your success, and I wish you the best in the years ahead. You are ready for your journey. Keep the Springfield fire lit in your mind's eye. And as we say in Ireland, Ganairi an bóthar leat, or may the road rise to meet you. Thank you and God bless.